Isang mapagpalang araw po sa ating lahat. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is DJ Master. Ayun, isa na namang mega fight ito matutunguhan natin. Walang iba kundi yung laban ni Canelo versus Crawford. Sabi nga rito, once in a lifetime, nagaganapin this coming September 13, 2025 sa Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. Anong paglalabanan dito? Titles on the line: WBA Super, WBC, IBF, WBO, The Ring, and TBRB Undisputed Super Middleweight titles. Ito po ang nakataya rito, napakaraming belt para sa undisputed fight between Canelo and Crawford po, mga ka-DJ. Yan po ang ating matutunghayan para mabigyan kayo ng konting background sa ating tail of the tape. Ang tail of the tape natin, Saul Alvarez. Yan. Ang kanyang nickname ay Canelo, hometown Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Meron siyang record na 63 wins. Meron siyang 2 losses, 2 draws, and 39 KOs po. Samantalang si Terence Crawford naman, ang kanyang nickname ay Bud, at siya ay pinanganak sa Omaha, Nebraska, USA. Meron siyang perfect record na 41 wins. Wala pong talo, merong 31 knockouts. Ang age ni Canelo po, siya ay 35 years old. Samantalang si Crawford, 37 years old, mas matanda na hiyamak pa pala si Crawford. In terms of height, di nagkakalayo. Base dito sa ating nakuha, tail of the tape, 5 feet and 7.5 inches. While Crawford is 5 feet and 8 inches po. Sa iba naman, parehong 5'8". So halos walang problema dyan. Ang style ni Canelo, siya ay orthodox, at si Terence Crawford ay south po. Pero nagbabago-bago rin. Minsan nag-orthodox yan. Dahil ibang klaseng fighter to si Crawford. Ang mga recognition na natanggap ni Canelo Alvarez, yan. WBA, yan, Super, WBC, IBF, WBO, The Ring, and TBRB Undisputed Super Middleweight Champion. Sa The Ring po, siya ay rank number 8 pound for pound fighter and 4 division world champion po. Yan, mga ka-DJ. Samantalang si Terence Crawford naman ay dating WBA Super Light Middleweight Champion, TBRB number 2 rank welterweight, The Ring number 3 po, siya sa The Ring, pound for pound fighter and 4 division world champion. Ito, napakaganda ng laban na to, mga ka-DJ. Kaya mag-comment na kayo sa tiyo, sino ang mas may malaking chance na manalo. Mahihimayin natin mamaya, pero bago natin himayin, bibigyan ko kayo ng patikim ng mga video clips ng kanilang mga initial training na ginagawa, tsaka yung mga comments ng mga ating mga boxing experts. Yan, ano masasabi nila? Ito po, mga ka-DJ, panoorin natin.
They say Crawford is unbeatable, but when it comes to Canelo, the pros aren't so sure. In fact, many believe Crawford's stepping into a fight he simply can't win. Sean Porter knows what it takes to stand in the ring with the best. And when it comes to Terence Crawford taking on Canelo Alvarez, he's got some serious concerns.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down. So I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But
Porter's breakdown highlights a crucial factor: size and power. Canelo's punches aren't just heavy, they're fight-changing.
Mga ka-DJ, kitang-kita natin kung gaano kalakas sumuntok si Canelo. Ayan po ang tatanggapin ni Crawford.
If Crawford can't handle the early onslaught, lasting through 12 rounds becomes a near impossible task. And with Canelo's strategy likely focused on overwhelming Crawford before fatigue sets in, the challenge becomes even greater. Edgar Berlanga has shared the ring with some hard hitters, so his perspective holds weight. When asked about Canelo versus Crawford, his reasoning for favoring the Mexican superstar was simple but telling.
What do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that anything can happen in boxing. You know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that favor Canelo is that his weight.
Yeah.
Berlanga's point underscores a major concern for Crawford: size and physicality. Canelo is naturally built for the higher weight classes, making his punches harder and his presence in the ring more commanding. As Crawford moves up, he'll be stepping into uncharted territory against a fighter who thrives on breaking opponents down with relentless power and size advantages. Quickly bring his full arsenal, looking to dominate from the opening bell. For Crawford, that means not just fighting uphill in size, but also proving he belongs in the ring with a seasoned powerhouse like Canelo.
Mga ka-DJ, obviously, sa power talaga labang si Canelo dahil ito umakyat na to hanggang light heavyweight. May mga pinabagsak pa, lalaki. Ang tanong dito kung kaya bang
With Canelo's years of
tanggapin ni
elite
Crawford pag
experience and
tinamaan siya ng
devastating
mga
power,
power
Lopez
punch ni
suggests that
Canelo.
Crawford's
Yun ang
ability to
tanong
maintain
dito.
his Thurman, a former champion and one of the sharpest minds in boxing, knows exactly what it takes to win a high-stakes fight. But when it comes to Canelo versus Crawford, Thurman isn't just worried about the fight. It's about how everything will need to fall into place for Crawford to have a chance.
I don't want to say it's impossible for my boy Crawford, but it's one of those things where if he really wants to win against Canelo, he's going to need to do everything. You're going to need to run uphill. You're going to need to train in high altitude. You're going to need to do every little thing that gives you that, athletic edge and lots of pre-fight meditate. You got to see victory before the victory manifests.
Thurman paints a vivid picture of how difficult this fight would be for Crawford. He'll need more than just skill. He'll need to push himself to the limit physically and mentally. And yet, Canelo's overwhelming size, power, and experience at higher weights make this challenge seem almost insurmountable. With every inch of Crawford's preparation and effort already stacked against him, Canelo's relentless pressure and precision could make the difference between victory and a painful reality check. Roy Jones Jr., a legend in his own right, has a keen understanding of how Canelo fights. While many focus on the weight advantage, Jones brings it back to something crucial: Canelo's fight strategy. For Jones, it's not just about the size difference. It's about how Canelo controls the tempo and takes charge from the opening bell.
The weight won't be the factor. The factor will be how Canelo chooses to make the fight. Canelo comes out and does what Canelo should do, Canelo wins the fight. If Canelo comes out and does what he shouldn't do, Crawford wins the fight.
Jones is clear. Canelo's approach will define the outcome. If Canelo plays to his strengths, using his power and relentless pressure, Crawford could be overwhelmed. But if Canelo makes the mistake of getting too fancy or overthinking the fight, Crawford's slick skills and adaptability might just give him a window. The question is, will Canelo stick to what he knows works, or will Crawford's sharp counterpunching force him into unfamiliar territory? Chino Rivas, no stranger to the fight game, doesn't mince words when it comes to Terence Crawford potentially facing Canelo at 168. He understands the stakes, both financially and physically, and has a clear message for Crawford. Analysis makes it clear. Canelo's size and strength are major factors that could outlast Crawford's skills over 12 rounds. While Crawford can box, Canelo's relentless pressure and ability to adapt to any situation make him the more likely fighter to dominate for the full duration of the fight. Garcia's prediction of a decision win reflects his belief in Canelo's all-around ability to impose his will without needing a knockout. Steven
is that he won't hurt Canelo. And if he doesn't hurt Canelo and can't hurt Canelo, then Canelo keeps coming. Similar to how he stalked Charlo, how he stalked, once he had Plant hurt, he chased after him. Canelo is a very powerful individual who can get exposed by a boxer because every shot he throws, he's trying to make it a power shot. But to me, can Crawford hurt him? I would pick Crawford to win if he
Sabi
can
ng mga
box and stay
expert
away.
dito kung
I don't
kayang
believe he
saktan
can
ni
hurt
Crawford si Canelo. Pero si
Canelo
Canelo, sigurado masasaktan niya si Crawford pag tinamaan.
Canelo's size,
So yun ang mga
strength,
issue
and
dito mga
relentless
ka-DJ.
pressure are simply too much for Crawford to overcome at 168 pounds. From seasoned trainers to former champions, everyone agrees Crawford will face an uphill battle. While his skill and adaptability can't be denied, the physical gap is something he can't hide from. Canelo, a fighter who thrives at these higher weights, is a force that may be too overwhelming for even the most skilled boxer like Crawford to withstand. So the question remains, can Crawford defy the odds, or will Canelo continue his reign as the dominant force in boxing?
Ayun mga ka-DJ, na napakinggan naman natin mga sinabi ng mga ilang boxing experts. So, ang malaking issue rito kasi yung power and size ni Canelo na legitimate na lumalaban sa mas mataas na timbang, super middleweight hanggang light heavyweight. So, yun ang tanong kung kayang matagalan ni Crawford, no? Kung magagamit niya yung kanyang ring IQ, yung kanyang mga skills. Kasi pagdating sa ring IQ at skills, hindi naman natin matatawaran talaga to si Crawford. Ang tanong kung makakayanan niya yung pressure. Kaya pagdating sa power, siyempre kay Canelo tayo. Sa speed, actually mabilis din si Canelo kung tutusin. Hindi siya mabagal, ha. Napakatulis sumuntok niyan. So even lang sa ring IQ siguro pwedeng bigyan natin kay Crawford. Pero mautak din niya si Canelo, mga mabibigat na nakalaban. So yung mga quality ng opponent na nakalaban, isang pang titignan natin, mas maraming quality na nakalaban ng si Canelo, no? Grabe, yung mga Berlanga, matatangkad yan. Tapos sila, si Triple G, naku, matitindi yun. Samantalang si Crawford, sino ba? Si Errol Spence, si Sean Porter, sino pa ba yung mga ano. Tapos kakaakyat niya lang sa super welterweight, mula welterweight, super welterweight, middleweight, super middleweight, tatlong division ang kanyang inakyat sa. Kaya ang tanong dito kung ano yung magiging epekto sa galaw ni Crawford kung siya ba'y babagal. So talagang kung titimbangin natin no, maraming advantage si Canelo, no, sa size, sa power, sa quality of opponent na kanyang mga nakalaban. Sa ring IQ, matalino rin si Canelo. Ang nakatalo lang dyan si Mayweather nung hindi pa ganun kumbaga hindi pa hinog si Canelo noon. Tapos itong huli kay Dimitri Bivol, no, light heavyweight, no. So mayroong magandang laban to, no. Pero pag ito tinamaan si Crawford ng maganda, sigurado may kalalagyan siya rito. Ang tanong kung may iwasan niya lahat ng mga power punches ni Canelo. So ayun ang mga tanong dito. So yun, abangan po natin kung may mga comment kayo dyan. Feel free po, pakilagay lang po dyan sino sa tingin nyo ang mas may malaking chance na manalo rito, Canelo or si Crawford po. Ayan, no? Once in a lifetime mega fight po ito na gaganapin sa Las Vegas, Nevada sa September 13. So hanggang dito na lang tayo mga ka-DJ. Siguro kung may mga comment kayo, pakilagay lang na yung mga susunod na mga gusto yung i-analyze natin mga laban. So susunod, abangan nyo yung magiging analysis natin, no, kay Tank Davis versus Manny Pacquiao kung ito'y matutuloy. Ayan po mga ka-DJ. Hanggang sa muli, pansamantalang nagpapaalam po si DJ Master nagsasabing laban lang. God bless you. I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye.